Welcome back to our channel. Today is a great day to explore the craziest things, and we're ready to share with you the latest, craziest moments. Horrifying memories from the past resurface, terrifying Matt, and overwhelming guilt causes him to lose control. Watch to see how tragedy befalls Matt. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, but listen, I was sitting on my couch eating a literal slice of pizza, and I honestly choked. Like, actually choked, when this scene came on. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because my jaw dropped to the floor. The audacity. The sheer, unhinged audacity of Victor Newman is honestly something that needs to be studied in a lab. I am so invested in this I feel like I'm actually in the room with them. Why would he do that? Why does Victor always have to be the most terrifying person on the planet? I'm dead. I actually can't breathe. My group chat is literally vibrating off the table right now because we are all losing our collective minds over what just went down between Matt and Victor. It is insane. Actually insane. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, let me set the scene because it is just so dramatic and you need to picture it perfectly. So Victor summons Matt Clark to his office. Yes, the office. You know the exact one I'm talking about, with the intimidating heavy wooden desk and the lighting that makes everyone look like they're in a literal mafia movie. Victor is preparing to hand down his final judgment on Matt's fate, like he's the literal king of Genoa City. Which, okay, he kind of is, but don't even get me started on that. Matt walks in, and he is trying so hard to look calm. He's putting out this front, acting all collected, walking in with this fake swagger, but you can literally see the internal panic radiating off him. It's insane. I was yelling at my screen, Matt, you are sweating. He can smell your fear. Victor feeds on fear. Honestly, the acting in this scene was top tier because you could feel Matt's stomach dropping just by the way he stood there. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, I forgot to mention earlier, Matt has been locked up and dealing with so much psychological torture lately, so his brain is already a complete mess. He has amnesia, remember? So he walks into this office, and Victor just hits him with that classic, cold Victor Newman glare. You know the glare. The one that literally freezes your blood, and makes you want to apologize for things you didn't even do. Victor starts casually bringing up all of Matt's past misdeeds. He's just listing them off like a grocery list, subtly reminding Matt of his absolute, undeniable power. He's bringing up all the horrible things Matt has done, just dropping these heavy hints about how he controls everything. It's so manipulative. He's basically saying, I own you, I can destroy you, without even raising his voice. That low, gravelly voice of his is honestly the scariest weapon on television. The psychological warfare is honestly off the charts, and Matt is just standing there, taking it, trying to keep his cool, trying to pretend he isn't internally freaking out. But then and this is the part where I literally lost my mind. Matt gets hit with this massive, vivid memory, like a full-on flashback. Out of nowhere, Matt is suddenly dizzy, and he remembers this brutal, ruthless confrontation he had with Victor years ago. I completely forgot about this specific moment, but seeing it play out in his head was wild. In the memory, Victor is just tearing into him, bluntly threatening him in the most vicious way possible. Victor basically backed him into a corner and terrorized him until Matt had to back down. The flashback was so intense, the screen kind of warped, and I was literally holding my breath. I literally paused the TV again because I was so stressed out. I was like, are you serious right now? The trauma. Matt is standing in the present, but his brain is entirely trapped in that terrifying moment from the past. You could see the sheer terror wash over his face. He remembered exactly how small, how pathetic, and how terrified Victor made him feel back then. And honestly, who wouldn't be terrified? Victor Newman is basically a supervillain when he wants to be. He has destroyed people for way less. But this is where the entire dynamic just flips, and I am honestly still reeling from it. I'm screaming just thinking about it again. It was the most dramatic shift I have ever seen on this show, and that is saying a lot. So, instead of shrinking back and letting Victor intimidate him all over again, something inside Matt just snaps. Like, literally snaps, the fear from that old memory. It instantly morphs into pure, unadulterated resentment. It was like watching a switch flip in his brain. All those years of being pushed around, all the anger he buried, it just comes boiling up to the surface. He realizes he is not that scared little boy anymore. He is Matt freaking Clark, and he is not going to let this man dictate his fate like he's some kind of pawn on a chessboard. The shift in his energy was actually insane. You could see his jaw clench, his fists ball up at his sides. The resentment was practically pouring out of his pores. At this point I'm yelling at my screen, Yes, Matt, stand up for yourself. Which is weird because I usually hate Matt. Like he has done some truly awful things, which is insane, by the way, and don't even get me started on that whole Vegas mess, but honestly, in this moment, I was rooting for him. Matt slowly raises his head. His posture completely changes. He squares his shoulders, stands up straight, and he looks Victor dead in the eyes. And his eyes, they were full of so much defiance I literally got chills. It was so iconic. He was silently screaming, "You do not control me anymore." It was the ultimate power move. He refused to be overpowered, and you could feel the danger in the room just skyrocket to 1,000,000. And Victor, oh my god, Victor's reaction. Victor is no fool. Obviously, he instantly notices the shift in Matt's demeanor. You could see the slight twitch in Victor's mustache, which is insane, by the way. That mustache deserves its own Emmy, I swear. Victor realizes right then and that this is not going to be an easy victory. He thought he was just going to steamroll Matt and dictate his terms, hand down his judgment, and be done with it. But now he's staring at a man who has absolutely nothing to lose and a whole lot of rage to unleash. The realization hitting Victor's face was honestly cinematic. I can't even. He looked slightly taken aback, which never happens. Victor Newman never looks surprised. Okay, where was I? Right, so the standoff. The two of them are just standing there, locked in this intense, freezing cold stare down. You could literally cut the tension with a chainsaw. Neither of them is blinking, neither of them is backing down. It is a full-blown psychological war. Matt is projecting all of his past trauma and current resentment right back at Victor, and Victor is trying to maintain his iron grip on the situation. It's so dramatic. I was literally on the edge of my seat, forgetting to breathe. I think I actually spilled my drink because I was leaning in so close to the TV. It was just the titans of pure stubbornness refusing to give an inch. Mark my words, this is going to end badly. I'm calling it now. You do not just challenge Victor Newman in your own office, I mean his office, and walk away unscathed. But at the same time, Matt is unhinged. He is a wild card. If his amnesia is fully breaking and his past rage is coming back, he is going to be the most dangerous person in Genoa City. I honestly don't know who to be more scared of right now. Victor has the money and the power, but Matt has the crazy, and sometimes crazy wins. I swear, Matt needs to get it together, but I am also secretly thrilled that he's fighting back. It makes for such good television. I keep getting distracted thinking about the lighting in that room. Like, why is it always so dark in Victor's office? Do they not pay the electric bill at Newman Enterprises? It just adds to the whole moody, terrifying vibe. Anyway, back to the stare down. It just felt like time stopped. The future of Matt's life is literally hanging in the balance, and their relationship, if you can even call it, that is completely up in the air. Are they going to go to war? Is Matt going to try and take down the entire Newman family? Because honestly, after remembering what Victor did to him, I wouldn't put it past him to try and burn the whole empire to the ground. And the silence, oh my god, I forgot to talk about the silence in the room during that final stare down. There was no background music, no dramatic sound effects, just the heavy, suffocating silence of two men who absolutely despise each other. You could hear a pin drop. Actually, no, you could hear a feather drop. It made the tension so much worse. I was literally holding a throw pillow in front of my face because I was so anxious. Victor is used to people looking away. He is used to people lowering their gaze when he stares them down. But Matt didn't flinch, not even a millimeter. He just held Victor's gaze, absorbing all that intimidation and reflecting it right back. The absolute nerve of this man. I am done. I am so entirely done. I was texting my best friend while this was happening, and my texts were literally just all caps. He remembers. He is not backing down. Victor is shook. My thumbs were flying across the screen so fast I made like 1,000,000 typos, but I didn't even care. You know a scene is good when you can't even type properly because your hands are shaking from the adrenaline. I honestly feel like I need a support group after watching this. How are we supposed to just go about our normal lives knowing that Matt and Victor are on the brink of an all-out war? The stakes have literally never been higher. I am calling it now. Someone is going to get seriously hurt before this is over. Mark my words. Seriously, I need the next episode right now. I cannot handle cliffhangers like this. The way they just left it hanging, with both of them staring daggers at each other, the future completely unresolved. It's wild. It's insane. It's everything I love and hate about this show all wrapped into one perfect, terrifying scene. I'm going to go rewatch it right now and probably scream at my screen all over again. Mark my words, the Newman family is not ready for what Matt Clark is about to do. I'm dead. I'm literally dead. This show is going to be the end of me. I swear.